But right now we're just walking you through registering the site. So go to the home page, click on register now. Now this will take you to a login screen for both parents and tutors. So the first part is creating a username. Now that's really important because we want to create a username that is pretty formal, something that we would think that the parents or the students would want to address you as. So you don't want to use something like, you know, I love to ski 34 or something like that. You want to use something like, for me, Justin Bach, J Bach, Mr. Bach, Mr. Justin. So I'm going to go ahead and use Justin _ Bach. It's not case sensitive, so you don't have to worry about that.
And you can use spaces too, like you don't have to put the underscore in between.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that would cause any problems on the road, but.
No, I tested it. So.
All right. Okay, so, and your email address, now this is the email address that you will be checking at least once per day. Oops, can't type. You're going to get session schedule notifications, so if a parent schedules you, this is the email you're going to, so make sure this is current. So if you ever change emails, like if you ever change, you know, to your email address to your current last name, make sure that you update it on this.
Question with that.
Sure.
Is it fine to put our Gmail account for that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm using WakeTutors. Normally, I mean, that's not my personal email, but I'm just using that as an example. So, yeah, you can use Yahoo, Gmail. Although Yahoo, I noticed that when I was sending out emails to Yahoo accounts, sometimes they wouldn't get delivered for whatever reason. So, then obviously you want to select yourself as a tutor, and then you want to put in your name here, and then your address. This will be your mailing address. Obviously, this is the address you want to make sure that you can accept mail because that's where your checks are going to come. This is just a business address. And then the phone number that we can best reach you at. We may need to contact you on short notice about a session change, or I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of people who are going to call us and ask us, well, do you know somebody who, can you talk to us about certain tutors in this area? And we may need to call you and say, hey, I know that you don't have availability, but are you willing to do this for this person? So definitely give us the phone number that we can reach you at. This is for the Wake County public school teachers in here. Per Wake County policy, you can't tutor someone at the same school that you teach at. So we've coded our system to show that that students cannot choose teachers who attend the same school. So that'll keep us out of hot water as well as you. I actually am going to start at Wakefield High School on Friday, so I'm going to put Wakefield High School. So, and if you don't teach at a Wake County public school, just put not at a Wake County public school, wherever that was. That was the default anyway. If you were referred by somebody who already works for the service, go ahead and put their name here. And if you have another phone number that we can reach you at, put that there as well.
Does the yellow mean that it's necessary information?
Yeah, it's required.
That's why it didn't work for me.
Well, actually, is it required? No, the alternate phone number I don't think is required.
Because I don't really have one.
No, actually it's not.
Oh.
So here, this is a really important screen because this is actually the screen, oh sorry, where you set up the subject areas that you're able to tutor in, and the geographical area of the counties that you're willing to travel to. Now this is important because the students or the parents will log into the site, put the subjects that they want to be tutored in as well as where they live, and it will filter you for only the kids who have your subject area and the area of the county that you're willing to travel to. So I don't know, just choose a bunch of subjects here. Please make sure that you're only choosing subjects that you feel very comfortable tutoring in. You know, I may be, you know, a high school math teacher, but you know, I might not be qualified to teach 3rd grade. You know, you may think you are, but only choose the subjects you feel totally qualified in. Because again, we're advertising to parents that we have experts in the field, and we don't want you to have to be in an uncomfortable situation.
And like later on when you write your profile on the site, you should be able to kind of state why, you know, what makes you qualified for those subject areas. Like parents should be able to see a direct correlation between the experience that you talk about and the qualifications that you have and the subjects that you choose to tutor.
Okay, so chose the subject areas, and I want to put down the areas of the county that I'm willing to travel to. So this is broken up in the 9 school districts, and also I've added, since we have quite a few tutors from the Durham and Chapel Hill areas, I also added Durham, Chapel Hill, and then also added Clayton and other cities outside of Lake County. So, I mean, I live in Zone 3, so I would say, you know, 1, 3, I don't know. It's totally up to you. Obviously, the more zones you put down, the more likely that a parent will see your profile. But obviously, we don't want you traveling for, you know, God knows how long to get to a tutoring session. All right, so let's just say Durham. Just be. Now, we don't have online tutoring available just yet. It's actually active on our system. If you want to try it out, you can just contact me. I'll send you a link how to get there. But for right now, we're just going to use in-home. However, if you want to do online tutoring down the road, select both, and then we'll let you know when we're going to have online training. I know that you have some experience with online tutoring before, so it's a really cool system. In fact, if we could find a cost-effective way for you guys to use that somewhere as in your classrooms, it's really neat, the whiteboard system that we use. This is a terms of service agreement that the parents see. This is not something you have to worry about. You do have to click I agree. Basically just goes through the things that they're required to have. In other words, they're required to have an adult present with you at all times that's over 21 years old. It says that if you're uncomfortable in the home, which I can't imagine you will be, that you're free to decide that you don't want to, you can leave at any time you want, things like that. Most of these things are to protect you. So, and you hit submit. Now what that does is it lets you know that you're registered. This is going to send an activation email to us to activate your account. We don't want people coming onto the site and registering as tutors who aren't hired by us or hired as independent contractors by us. So that's why we have an activation process. So be patient. It could take up to 24 hours before we see the activation. Can you go ahead and activate me real quick? And let me go here. Let me show you the email that you would get. Oh, there it is. Sweet. All right. So now we're trying to change the from. The from basically says Raleigh Tutors, tutoring, tutor, and a whole bunch of gibberish. That's basically for our search engine optimization for people to find our site. So we'll see if we can change that. But so basically, this just gives you an overview of what you can do. And at the very bottom, it tells you to confirm the request by clicking there, and that'll activate your account. And then we'll be able to log in using the information, username and password that you put in.